Today we are making healthy, high-protein frozen yogurt. We're gonna skip all the extra sugar, fat, and calories and instead be left with something that's filling, creamy, and absolutely delicious. We can have this recipe ready in just a few minutes, and I'm telling you, you try this once, you'll never go back to the ice cream shop again. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you know anything about me, you know that I love ice cream. But unfortunately, ice cream, dieting, weight loss, building muscle, they don't really go together. But today, we're about to change all that. Let's go. If you've been craving ice cream and the other protein ice cream recipes are a little airy, not quite the consistency you want, then this is the one you want to try out. Stupid simple. We need some whey protein, some Greek yogurt, and then we're going to be off to the races. Come on. So the first thing we want to do is grab a small bowl, place it on a food scale, and get to combining our protein base. As far as the yogurt I'm using, Chobani plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I love the macros and calories of this, but if you have a flavored version you like, go ahead and use it. I'm just going to weigh out 170 grams. Now when it comes to protein, you can technically use any flavor you want, but I find vanilla is the best base for every combination I've tried. I'm using that Final Boss Cinnamon Toast Swirl. It's a vanilla base with a little bit of cinnamon, and that flavor is incredible. And a little word of advice for this, do not use anything other than a whey protein. If you're using vegan protein, this is not gonna come together. I'm tired of reading the comments and emails, people. I told you, never go vegan. And then the final thing I'm gonna add in here is a little dash of cinnamon. Then once everything's in here, I'm just gonna go in and mix it all together till it's a smooth consistency. And now that our protein yogurt base is mixed, we do need to employ the help of a powerful blender. I'm using a Ninja. It was $100. I've had it for a couple years. One of the best kitchen investments I've ever made. But if you got a food processor or a blender that probably costs more than 20 bucks, you should be fine. Now at this point in the recipe, this is where you can customize it to your individual preference. What we need is to blend two different styles of frozen fruit up. Now for me, what I'm gonna start with is 140 grams of frozen raspberries. I got my blender on a food scale. I'm just gonna drop them in and slowly weigh this out. And then for my second fruit, although this might sound a little unorthodox, I'm telling you this combination is fire. I'm gonna add in 70 grams of frozen pineapple. When you combine these two fruits together, it gives it like a very sour, a very sharp flavor, and I am just such a fan. But feel free to use strawberries, feel free to use whatever frozen fruit you want. Just follow my quantities from this video, and this will blend up just fine. And then now that the fruit is in here, we're just gonna take our Greek yogurt protein mixture from earlier and spoon it down in. And at this point, we are practically done. All we gotta do is blend this on high for literally about 2 minutes. This does not take long at all. Other protein ice cream recipes or things of that nature that use xanthan gum, they require time to kind of expand and get bigger. Not this. All we wanna do is break that fruit down and pull it out as soon as it's blended so we get that thick consistency. And keep in mind, while doing this, you may need to grab a spoon and push your fruit down in to make sure it blends. But that's the easy part. The hard part's not eating it right out of the container store when you're done. Let's go. Oh yeah, after just a couple minutes, we have thick, high protein, anabolic Froyo down in here. Let me get a bowl and show you the consistency. Hey guys, what do you think of my new bowl? It's Mason brand. If you don't know what that is, then you probably can't afford it. Just kidding, it was like $2. So I'm gonna grab my Froyo and check it out. Look at how thick and creamy that is right there. It is literally the same consistency as frozen yogurt. In my personal opinion, if you're looking for a healthy dessert that's gonna crush that sweets craving and keep your diet anabolic and high protein so you can keep making gains, I don't think you can do much better than this. And then once we got our Froyo in the bowl, we are gonna add a couple toppings. I'm using Bob's Red Mill Classic Granola. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top. We do have a thumbnail to make, so I'm gonna make this look pretty. Then to jazz it up just a little more, I will stick a couple frozen raspberries right in top, because why not? And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the perfect high protein frozen yogurt treat that we can actually eat while sticking to our diet. This thing is loaded down with protein, loaded down with fiber, and I'm telling you, you make this, the flavor is absolutely out of this world. And for more low calorie, high protein desserts, you can check out the RJF Anabolic Cookbook available at the first link in my description. We have tons of great desserts down there, giving us the better choice alternatives. That way we can have fun with our diet while still making results. And keep in mind, it's not just dessert. We got lunch, we got breakfast, we got dinner, we got everything you need. And plus you get it one time, you get every future recipe I add to the channel for free. The book just updates. Now, before this starts melting, guys, let's give this a taste test. Come on. here we go. I love myself a delicious treat, and if you also like delicious treats, the best tasting protein bar on the planet, Anabar, is now in stock. The white chocolate fruity cereal crunch might just be the best protein bar you've ever tasted. If you don't believe me, then I don't know what to tell you, but you do gotta try it. FinalBossFormers.com, code RGF10 will save you 10%, and I promise, if you like frozen treats like this, you like getting that protein and you like living the anabolic lifestyle, this ain't gonna do you dirty. All right, man, let's get down to business. Get right in here, I'm gonna get a little bite, little granola, bingo, and you can still see that texture right there. I mean, look at how that drop's just hanging on there, bud. And I've been doing thumbnails and B-roll for a while, which means it's had time to like melt, but it's still not melting. Does that make sense? Hope I'm making sense. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, let go. Using the pineapple and the raspberries gives this an overwhelming sweetness. It's almost sour, and I absolutely love it. The granola is also crunchy, which I love things that are crunchy. I do. You don't even taste the protein in this. And seriously, out of all the protein ice creams I've done, this one is definitely right there at the top of the list. And seriously, I was working on different flavor combinations, right, to bring this together. I wanted to do something a little more unique than just your average like strawberry type, frozen yogurt. And what happened with this, I'm really not sure, but this is such a unique but incredible flavor. Have you guys ever had raspberry pineapple? It sounds like it wouldn't work, but when you try this, it is so freaking good. And my goal with recipes like this a lot of the time is I want you to eat it, right? And I want the flavor to be comparable to where if you went to a frozen yogurt shop, right? And you somehow ordered this thing and they gave it to you and you took a bite of it, you wouldn't think there was anything off. You wouldn't think it was actually a better for you recipe. You'd eat it and you'd go, ooh, I'm gonna order this when I come back. That is the goal. I'm telling you guys, being honest, I eat out one time a week, and that's on Saturdays. I give myself like a free meal where I can go out, I can order kind of whatever I want. Some people call it a cheat meal. I call it the reward for a hard week's work. But every other meal that I eat throughout the day, I am making in my own home. And when you're making stuff like this that you actually love, that you go somewhere else and pay real money for, it hardly makes this whole thing seem like a diet. That's why I always stress getting in that kitchen and putting things together. It's really not rocket science to make good food at home. If you have a recipe and you're following it, as long as you're decent at reading directions and you measure this stuff out, you literally can't make it bad. If you follow it to a T, you can't fail. So if you're the type that, you're not very kitchen friendly, I'd fix that, because that old adage that abs start in the kitchen and they're shaped in the gym, I really do believe that. You could have the best six-pack in the world underneath that belly fat, but if your diet ain't right, you're never gonna see it. I don't care how many sit-ups you do. Now, this entire recipe, if you make it exactly how I did it, which end up with for the entire thing is only 346 calories, 2 grams of fat, 43 grams of protein, 39 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fiber. Not too bad, especially considering what is in that blender would still fill up another one of these bowls. And honestly, with the amount of fiber and protein we're getting, I'm actually feeling pretty full, pretty satisfied, which is the name of the game. You want to eat foods that are going to make you feel satisfied, that you're excited, you look forward to eating. When it's chicken, rice, and broccoli, although that might be good for a week, after a while it just becomes, you're like, I am not looking forward to that. We're eating foods you actually love. You can't wait for dinner, and the dinner's doing your body some good, and it's like this circle. You just keep going around it, but every time you go around it, you drop a half a pound, you drop a pound, you drop a pound and a half, and then eventually you hit your goal body and you enjoyed it the entire time. That's all we're trying to do around here, is to get you guys comfortable in the food department. The gym stuff, that's great, but I don't do the workout stuff really on this channel. Try to just teach you guys that the diet is the most important part, if your goal is to be lean, mean, fighting machine. And wow, absolutely phenomenal recipe. In my opinion, 10 out of 10. I know I told you guys you can use different fruits and mix them in and out, but you gotta first try the raspberry pineapple. I'm telling you, this is on another level. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Don't forget, there's a ton of more recipes in my cookbook and on this channel, but if you want the little guide in your pocket, having this thing around can really help. I'll show you the way. Let Remy show you the way. Link down below, and if you already got it, you already know your update is free, so this is now in there. Smash thumbs up button for me, comment anything down below. What do you want to see me make? Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and until next time, ladies and gents, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. I'm gonna go get the rest of that ice cream, baby.